Welcome to Inspired Leaders. Happy New Year. Thank you guys all so much for being here. What a beautiful way to start 2025. We are so grateful for all of you. We have been doing Inspired Leaders for almost 7 years, which is insane to me. I was telling somebody earlier, I have officially been doing Inspired Leaders longer than I was a teacher, so I'm very happy about that. But we started Inspired Leaders because I wanted to leave my safe teaching job and start something new. I wanted to start our real estate investment company, but I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified. I was so used to our, comfortable paycheck every 2 weeks, and I didn't know where to turn. But one of the things I started doing was networking, and I would sit down with as many people as would be willing to sit down with me, and I asked them question after question, because a lot of us are on our second careers. Anybody doing what they originally started doing before? Or no, we're all on our second careers, right? Maybe a couple of us are original, but most of us have changed jobs, right? So it's a normal thing, though, to feel that fear. And so I was learning a lot from people, and I was hearing stories, and I realized that I was not the only one out there feeling this way and not sure how to go on and not sure how to get started. And so when we started Inspired Leaders, we wanted to be a place where we could bring people together and they could share their stories. They could share these moments of grit and fear and where they had to persevere in the unknown, right? And we ask our speakers now to do something really difficult. But we ask them to share their shit. We ask them, sorry, Calvin, cover your ears. We ask them to please, get deep in what they've been through and really talk about those stories. And somehow, month after month, we have these brave, bold people who are willing to stand up on this stage and share that with a room full of strangers. But what's really cool, what's really important about people sharing those deep, dark moments and not just standing up here and sharing the rah-rah of our success is that then we all know that we're not in this life alone. When we feel down and low and sad and we want to quit, we know that there are other people right here in our community who have felt the way we felt. And if we need to turn to them, they're right here in this room. And with that power means that maybe we don't quit that day. Maybe we keep going. And so our hope for you every single month when you come to Inspired Leaders is that when you hear all of these different stories and different perspectives of people and the things that they've gone through and the success that has come from that the next time you're feeling down or low or scared or that you want to quit, you can reflect on these speakers, reflect on these moments, reflect on these people, and you keep going. So thank you so much for joining us here today. We hope that you get that out of it, and we're really excited. Inspired Leaders Day is the second Friday of every single month, so you can put that repeating on your calendar. Just second Friday of every month. You set it up in Google, and it'll tell you, you can choose second Friday from 11:30 to 1 right here at Vibrant Church. And if you scan that QR code, it will take you to all things social media. So wherever you get social, we are there. You can also find us on our website. You can watch any of the past speakers on our website or on YouTube. You can apply to be a speaker yourself if you or somebody that you know might want to stand up on this stage and share your story with a room full of strangers. Or if you're interested in being a sponsor, our sponsors are why we are able to do this every month and why this event is free to each and every one of you. And so if you're interested in being a part of that community and sponsoring or even becoming a part of our leadership team, you can reach out to us in all those ways on our website, and we would love to have you be a part of what we're doing. So please scan that, follow that. It also links you to RSVPing for next month. So that's all the ways that you can follow us and get here month after month. So I would be remiss to be in a room full of professionals and not give you guys an opportunity to do a really quick drop and go commercial so that you can know who is in this room and then afterwards continue to network with each other. But here at Inspired Leaders, we do quick commercials, so they are truly drop and go. And then when we're done with our commercial, we do one big clap. So I'm going to practice that a couple times. And then our very lovable David, who might have scared you when he was hooting and hollering at you to come in here, he does it with love, and he's going to pass the microphone around. And if you're going over your time, he's going to lovingly cut you off. So please just be respectful of that. We have a room full of people that we want to get through, and we want everybody to have an opportunity to do that. But it is a drop and go commercial. And as a reminder, if you're a sponsor, just skip yourself, and then you'll get to come up on stage and do your commercial. So let's practice. Let me show you what a drop and go commercial is, and we're going to do a clap afterwards. So my name is Elizabeth Griever. My company is Everson Cooper, and we are your as-is home buyer. All right, come on, y'all. Let's try that again. My name is Elizabeth Griever. My company is Everson Cooper, and we are your as-is home buyer. Awesome. All right, I'm going to give it to you, Dave.
Monique Carlisle, Midas Web Business Development Services, powered by AI.
Gabriela Duran, I'm with Texas Local Partners, Commercial Real Estate and Investments.
Amanda Lesnick, I'm also with Texas Local Partners, Real Estate and Investment.
Carl and Raina Brunig, Wealthy Life 360.
Roderick Woodworth with Seniors Helping Seniors, home care provider.
Sharon Burgoon, SWBC Mortgage, here in the Woodlands.
Amy Henson, Kingdom Legacy Blueprint.
Angela Aja, debuting Kingdom Legacy Blueprint, Church Strategist.
Dave Stambridge with Consistent Customers, helping you implement AI successfully into your organization.
Robert Kent with Kent Family Insurance. Protect your family, we'll help you do it.
Robert Young, Old Glory Financial, Financial Planning and Wealth Management.
Kelly Gates, Regen Wellness. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner.
Robin O'Neill from Pinard Home Health.
Hey everyone, my name's Andy Griever. Together with my beautiful wife Elizabeth, we own Everson Cooper. Thank you all so much for being at Inspired Leaders. Calvin.
Calvin Musselman. I'm a student of the Sam Houston Charter School.
Good job. Tanya Alexander, I'm a listing agent and a massage therapist. I can help you sell your home and keep you relaxed during the process.
My name's Tara Brown. I'm with Redfin, a one-stop shop for all your home buying needs.
Hey, I'm Larry Nail. I have my own company doing merger and acquisitions with healthcare companies, but also have a children's home in Northeast Uganda that's really got my heart. We've rescued 50 children.
Deputy Herrera, Lujo Merchant Services. Eliminate your fees with the process and police.
Jessica Martinez with U.S. Tax Resolution. I help anybody with IRS problems.
Maritza Puente with High Speed Restoration.
Hi everyone, I'm James Holian. I'm with Congressman Dan Crenshaw's office and kind of in a different way also help people with IRS problems, or kind of, but.
Hi, I'm Whitney Christina. I'm a hypnotist. I help you stop doing the things you don't want to do and start doing the things you do.
Hello everyone, my name is Kathy Bruce. I'm with Always Best Care Senior Services in the Woodlands, and we want to keep your seniors healthy, happy at home, wherever that home might be.
My name is Melissa King. I'm with Compass Real Estate, and I make your real estate dreams come true.
I'm Deborah Dozier. I'm with Sagebird Properties, handling all of your short-term rental needs.
Christy Fennell, residential real estate with Coldwell Banker, and with a focus on placing seniors and selling their homes.
Leslie Williams, Senior Care Scout. We help families find senior living options.
Kathleen Craig with Always Best Care, The Woodlands. We keep seniors independent at home.
Kelly Britton with Always Best Care Senior Services, The Woodlands, and we help people age in place wherever they call home.
Tristan Miller with New York Life. I'm a financial professional.
Dainty Hurst Dietz, PRS Insurance Solutions, Independent Health and Life Broker, Medicare Specialization.
Kathy Kirby representing Wine Shop at Home. I bring the wine country to you.
Arcella Shaw here to support Willie.
Melanie Michaelchuk, at-home personal trainer and hiking leader.
Hi, Rachel Drody, Harper Grace and Communications. We're at All the Marketing, digital marketing agency, done professionally.
Hi, I'm Leslie Pyle. I'm the owner of HireMyMom.com, a remote job platform for moms and small businesses, and launching Hire Thy Neighbor to create connections that last while spreading the love of Jesus.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lindy Hessler, and I write.
Hi, I'm Jeff Duran with Be Organized, home organization services with my wife.
Good morning, Natalie Sikowski-Gertz with Business and Banking Concierge, and I work with business owners to mitigate risk exposure.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Tuxador, the Zoe Center, and I offer counseling services exclusively to women and teen girls.
William Giffen with Centric Wealth, focusing on creative wealth building strategies and tax implications.
Good morning, leaders. Kevin Williams. I am the realtor in the Fedora. I have a ministry for homeless people. I sell them houses.
I'm Walker Alexander. I'm kickstarting my own web design business, and I'm looking for people who need a small website for small businesses for free.
Hello, I'm Tanner Gao. I'm a student at A&M, and I'm looking for a software job.
I can't compete with the last two. My name is Eric Whaley. I'm the owner of Whaley Photography, and we specialize in capturing real life.
I'm Paul Sheffield. I'm employee benefits with Aflac. Sorry about that.
Corey Villeman, Weight Loss Now Magnolia. We help you lose weight and find your strength.
Lucy DeJesus Davis with Aflac Employee Benefits.
Philip Spampanato, founder of Lumi Solutions, solving all your business technology needs. Was going to say I need help with website and logo design, but here's my guy.
Adam McClay, finance consultant. I work with, I use financial insights to help solve business problems.
Alan Cunningham, the Home Inspections.
Jessica and David, and we teach people how to open their own insurance agencies.
Bill Shannon with Cleanwater Climb. I'm actively recruiting for our Everest Base Camp climb in November.
Antonio Mendoza. I'm the owner of Site Ops, a full service digital marketing agency here in the Woodlands.
Brendan Martin, and I help make Brendan Martin Woodforest Wealth, and I help make sure that you don't get killed in taxes and that you don't run out of money in retirement.
Robert Bodwin, realtor with JLA and first-time author at mascotauthor.com and clutchthebear.com.
Hi, Sherry Deal with the Kroger Company, and I just want to remind everybody we do have a pharmacy for this time of year.
Hi, Deidrea Kiesling, founder of the Dream Academy. I'm a success coach, and I help you build your dreams 90 days at a time.
And she's awesome. Martha Shower, Martha's Marketing Real Estate and Custom Home Building.
Good morning, J. Malis Acevedo Rasmussen, first time here, and I'm a real estate broker with La Rosa Realty, California and Texas, and everything we do is based on our family, passion, and growth.
Laura Robert from Nipple Time. We are proud sponsor of Shein, the number one show in the world is in Houston now. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michelle Mondry, and I own Be Chic Agency, which is a marketing and digital branding agency. Can't do this with the echo. The echo's terrible. So your brand are Chic Ideas.
I'm Roberto Arroyo with the Home Instead. We take care of seniors, care that feels like home, because it is.
Tara Flannery Photography. I specialize in headshots and branding, family portraits, and senior portraits.
Did it go off? No. Frank Fuss, life coaching. I take my clients from Eeyore to Thor, from good to great, and from frustration to celebration.
I'm Elaine Roberts with Assisted Living Locators, helping you find the perfect place for your loved one to call home.
I'm Gustavo Ramirez with Ramirez Painting Service, your local painting company.
Darrell Norris with Fresh Tech Solutions. We specialize in AI, mobile apps, and websites. So if your website sucks, you're in luck. And not for free, sorry.
My name is Kiara Chene. I'm with Pack Light Harmonizing Soundscapes. I'm a singer, songwriter, and sound healer.
I'm Dominique Benson, the owner of Engaged Minds Academy. We are your premier virtual tutoring company, and we specialize in math, science, and SAT.
Hello, my name is David Bell. I'm a professional speaker, certified coach. I help support those who help others achieve their financial goals.
Hello, my name is Albert Yang. I do all things related to vacant land.
I'm Robert Santana, Texas Keyholders Real Estate. We help you create wealth through residential real estate.
Jonathan McCubbin with Goosehead Insurance. I'm a local home and auto insurance broker.
Good morning. I'm Donovan Ahiri, CEO of Stack Group, safeguarding what matters most to you.
Sean Barnes with WSS Solutions. We help you grow and scale your business.
Smail Biri, owner and founder of Gap Bookkeeping, your full bookkeeping solutions.
Hello, there we go. I am Janaki with Bhakti Light. I am a human deprogrammer. I support you with going beyond the limitations of your conscious mind.
Heather Fassett, I'm with Melaleuca, and it's your one-stop shop for your wellness needs.
Michelle Adey with Little Angel Network. We help women and families who are grieving the loss of a child during pregnancy or birth.
Hello everyone, I'm MJ Aguilar, founder of Little Angel Network. We support families, again like Michelle said, who've lost children due to stillbirth, miscarriage, or pregnancy loss.
All right, did we get everybody? Did we miss one? She's a sponsor, isn't she?
I'm Jen Marie Cook. I'm a high performance mindset coach.
All right, is that everybody? All right.
All right, thank you guys so much for giving your commercials and telling us about what you do. We live in the best community to build a business and a life for yourself and your family, and we're so excited that you guys are all here. If you are a sponsor of Inspired Leaders, please come join me up on the stage. You're going to get to do your 30-second commercials. You guys, the sponsors are the reason that we are able to be here, and it is completely free to all of you. These wonderful, beautiful people dedicate their time and their money and their passion to what we do here at Inspired Leaders, and they are why we're here. So sponsors, you guys all get to do a 30-second commercial. There is a beautiful timer up on the screen for you, so please be mindful of the time. And also, please come into the light when you are doing your commercials so that we can see you. So you need to be like in this rectangle when you do your commercial, okay? All right, so I'm going to start down here. Mike, you're first.
Okay. I'm Mike Navolio. I started the Clean Water Climb in 2011. We trek trails throughout the world to raise support for clean water and living water in Malawi, Africa. I lead the Kilimanjaro trek every year. We've done it 19 times. It's really 3 trips in one: Prairie, Peak, and Purpose. Prairie is acclimatization, get over jet lag, photography of amazing animals. The Peak Park is trekking Africa's highest mountain, #1 tourist attraction. The Purpose part is why we do it, to raise money for clean water and living water in Malawi, Africa.
Hi everybody, Dawn Candy. I promote you. I'm your strategic marketing consultant, but I'm also the executive director for Hands of Justice. January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. That is why I'm wearing blue. Please wear blue, take a selfie, and post that on the internet because we would love for you to engage with us socially. If you want to get involved, please come and see me. I've got information. We are helping survivors thrive.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Daniel Wolfson. I came here last month and watched Sean speak. I was so inspired, decided to sponsor this as well. Daniel Wolfson with Austin Bank. We are your family-owned bank that's been around in Texas since 1903 on its 5th generation of ownership. I say I rent money for a living. What does that mean? Simple. I make loans. Make commercial loans to buy land or build beautiful buildings like this. Thank you.
Hey guys, Julie Peters with Arbonne, and I know Brian Altman knows this because it's the 3rd time he's heard me say this, but this Friday, today is what? It's National Quitters Day. Second Friday of January is typically the day that the people who have made resolutions start breaking their resolutions. Truth, it's true. So exercise more, eat healthier, lose all of those things. So, but I can help you. It's all about healthy habits, and Arbonne is clean products, healthy from the inside out. You can start with replacing your energy drink or your sodas with an energy fizz. It's clean, a lot of B12 vitamins. There's so many other options you can replace too. Julie Peters, keeping you healthy from the inside out.
Hey guys, Rankin with Rankin Peters Music. I can help you if you have an event, a party, a bar mitzvah, or whatever. I can put together whatever music you might need for that. Live music makes the difference. Canned music is great, but live music is even better. But what I want to tell you about, February 14th, guys, we're doing our Patsy Cline tribute show at Do-Si-Do Big Barn. It's going to be a blast. We've done it a couple times before with great response. And it's a great thing to do, guys, if you're looking for something different to take your dates out on. Rankin with Rankin Peters Music. Hello, good morning. Well, if today is the day of breaking habits, break the habit of working too hard. And let me help. My name is Amy Rogers, and I'm the owner of iTrip North Houston. I am a full-service, short-term property manager. So I take your homes, your second homes, your investment homes, put them on platforms like Airbnb and Vrbo, and then together with my team, we do everything. So you don't have to do cleaning, inspections, maintenance, or anything with the guest. Again, Amy Rogers, iTrip North Houston.
Hey y'all, I am Cody, the owner of That One Painter. I'm an overachiever. I quit all of my resolution days ago. So anyway, we do residential, commercial, industrial painting, parking lot striping. There's a lot of realtors in here. So great news, we work with lots of realtors. We have about 20 plus different services we offer. We can help from beginning to end to get a house in the market, carpentry, all different kinds of stuff, sheetrock repair. So that painter you need, we're the one, That One Painter.
Good afternoon. I'm Melanie Davis with Better Bookkeepers. We're your local bookkeeping firm. So we work in QuickBooks and Xero, and we help those business owners take that time off of their hands and take care of their bookkeeping. If your resolution was to get your taxes done in time and maybe you are way behind, you can contact us and we can put it together a project to get all of 2024 all nice and tied up for you. Again, I'm Melanie Davis with Better Bookkeepers, expertise you trust, confidence you deserve.
Hi everyone. Raise of hands if you know that suppressed emotions cause disease. We are living in a diseased world that generations ago taught us to repress our emotions. And now it is coming to the surface, especially with our old generations. I really encourage you to start thinking and scanning through your past of how you've actually been able to let go of these things. And if you need someone to help you, I can be in a place with you can be vulnerable and feel protected by a Christian practitioner. So contact me, Marlise Ledbetter with Ledbetter Consulting.
Hey, what time is it, Inspired Leaders? Shine time, that's right. Mike Mogel, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. We make it shine one office at a time. But not only do we make it shine, but we kill disease like they were talking about. We kill disease with products that kill bacteria, germs, and virus. It will not live in your office. Your people will be healthier and safer. This is what we do. We create a healthier lifestyle. We also kill it with steam. I own Trinity Steam Cleaning. So we not only kill it with clean and chemicals, but we kill it with steam. 160 degrees, kills bacteria, germs, and virus, making your home a safer place. Clean Sweep, making it shine, one place at a time.
Hey everyone, my name is Nick Plunk with Plunk Productions. I'm a videographer, producer, and editor. I'm gonna try to go one more day with my resolutions, but tomorrow I'm getting on a cruise ship, so diet's going out the window. If you need video, anything from TV commercials to website banners, I do all the video related things, taking the headache away from you so that you don't gotta worry about the scripting, the storyboarding, what's gonna happen on screen, what should you even say? I would love to step in and help you with all that. If you do anything worth seeing or hearing about, I'd love to get it on screen for you. Boom, 1 minute. 30 seconds, I mean.
Happy New Year, Inspired Leaders. It's good to see everybody. My name is Lance Kelly. I'm with the Business Solutions Group. We're your one-stop for all of your individual and group medical insurance needs. Medical, dental, accident, disability, whatever the business needs to protect its greatest asset, its people, we're going to have a solution for you. New year, right? We're looking for anyone for whom their benefits are not being a business partner. If it's not helping you reach those goals, talent acquisition, whatever the case may be, we'd love to have that conversation. Lance with the Business Solutions Group. If you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your sickness. Plan accordingly.
Good afternoon, inspired leaders. David McGuffin of Space City Payments. We're your local merchant services broker. I have a multitude of companies I can place your business with to make sure you have the right technology at the most competitive rates. Business owners, you shop your auto insurance, you shop your homeowner's insurance. Why aren't you shopping your processing rates? Again, my name is David McGuffin with Space City Payments. If you can be tapped, dipped, or swiped, I got a solution for you.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, so for the new ones here, I like energy. I know it's cold outside, but everyone's already here, so you might as well give me some. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. There we go. All right, so I'm the photographer here. If you guys like the photos, I can help you connect with your ideal clients. If you guys don't like the photos, he's holding the camera right now. So thank you, guys.
Thank you so much to our amazing sponsors. Please give them a huge round of applause. These people are absolutely amazing. They would be more than happy to help you in your business or just getting out there in the community and connecting you however they can. So I really encourage you to get connected with each and every one of our sponsors and just get to know them, and so that they can support your business and you can support theirs as well. So thank you guys so much to our sponsors. All right, so y'all, I am so excited to introduce Willie to you today. One of my best friends, Kelly, introduced me and Willie, and I'm so glad that she did, because when I was listening to her speech the other day, I had goosebumps. I am so thrilled that she's going to be standing up here and sharing her story with you. So please help me welcome Willie Diefenbach-Jones.
Thank you. As we know, it's National Quitters Day, so I'm going to give you a tip right off the bat. Never quit on a bad day. And that's kind of been my mode of operation throughout my life. But I want to start first and share a story that many of you may not know about me. Now, I'm going to take you back to March 2010. I was married 20 years. My husband was a mechanical engineer. He worked in oil and gas. He ran a very large department. He had multiple patents, probably 8, 10 patents, very successful. He really did downhole tool enhancement. And I worked in healthcare. I'm an accountant and statistician by education and work experience, and worked in healthcare for many, many different companies, had a very large team. I had a junior son in high school, and he played baseball. Now, what you have to know, if you have a kid in sports in high school, your life is all about baseball. And our life was all about baseball. That's what I got to tell you. We spent time with the team. We traveled with the team. Those people were our close friends. They came to our house. We entertained a lot. My husband and I both loved to cook, so entertainment kind of fell right in with what we did. We liked great wine, beach life. But the other thing I will say, he also liked to hunt and fish. Then, on March 3rd, was our 20th wedding anniversary. We had a great little celebration. We had steak and a great bottle of wine. My husband was a great cook. We had a lot of fun. And you know what we did? We planned for the future. And when you plan for the future, when your son's a junior in high school, when he goes off to college, what are you going to do? Our lives revolved around him and baseball. And we started making plans. These are some of the things we're going to do. Well, then, on Friday, March 5th, 2010, it was about 7 a.m. in the morning, and my son and I are walking out the door to take him to school. He's got his backpack on, and my phone rings. And I look at the phone, and I look over at my husband, and I say, this cannot be a good call. because it was from the independent living where my mom lived. And when you get a call at 7 a.m., you know, it's not good. Well, they shared with me my mom had passed away. Now, I have to tell you, we were shocked because we had just talked about saying she's going to live forever. Now, she was 87, and we didn't really believe she was going to live forever, but my mom was healthy, she was tough, she was a fighter, she stood up for what she believed in, and we didn't expect that call on that day. When you have a death in the family, and it's your mom, you have to call people. There's people on the phone, or people that you have to call. And my family and my mom was up in Illinois, and I'm in Texas. So I had to make some phone calls, and I'm busy making phone calls. And all of a sudden said, Mom, we got to go. I'm going to be late for school. When you have a sports player, you can't be late for school, because if you're late for school, you can't play baseball. And baseball was our life. So I had to rush over, take him to school, got back home. That weekend, my husband was scheduled to go out of town. He was going to go on this hunting trip. And he'd had a plan for months, and he was really, really looking forward to what he was going to do. And he'd paid for the trip. And he was like, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't go. Just maybe I shouldn't go on this trip. And we talked back and forth, and I said, well, I know what I need to do. There's not really a reason for you to stay here. You might as well go on that trip. So he did. He agreed he would go and go to that trip. So that was the weekend. On Saturday, March 5th, 2010, my son had a baseball tournament. And the coach volunteered to take him because you have to get there early to warm up. And, you know, you have to be sure the team's there and the motivation and all those things that you have going on. And so the coach took him to the tournament. I was going to go out later. But I was staying home, and I was going to prep food for when the game ended, because my son, being in sports, did not eat any junk food. It was not like we're going to go through McDonald's and get something to eat on the way home. He's going to eat healthy. And so I was making something in the crock pot, and there was a knock at the door. And I went over, and I looked out the window, and there was a police car in front of my house. Now, I have to tell you, I didn't think too much about it, because the guy on my end of my street was kind of a wacko. He was just kind of a wacko guy. Now, he didn't harm people, but the guy next door to me, he'd call the police, and they'd get into altercations and all kinds of stuff. So when I saw the police car, I figured it was about that. And I answered the door, and the police officer said, may I come in? And I looked at him, and I was like, I'm thinking in my head, I really don't want you to come in. And the reason I didn't want him to come in is I was going to the baseball game, and if somebody comes in and you sit down, your conversation's going to go longer than just standing at the door. But he insisted. Now, those of you that know me know I'm kind of skeptical, and I just don't let anybody come in my house. So I asked him for his ID, and he showed it to me. And he came in, and we sat down on the sofa. And he said to me, are you the only one home? And I'm like, this question kind of bothers me. But yes, I'm the only one home. And I'm thinking, this situation is weird. There is something so weird about this situation. And I looked down to my left, and I saw there was a baseball bat there. And I'm thinking, as this guy's talking, this is what I'm thinking. There's a baseball bat here. Now, it's on my left side. I'm right-handed. If I swing a baseball bat, I'm much better swinging from the right side than the left side. But I'm not going to have time. This guy's stronger than me. He's probably pretty fast, and I better be thinking. I'm thinking about this baseball bat. I got to pick it up. I'm going to swing backwards. I've got to be fast if I need to swing it to take care of myself. And he went on, and he said to me, your husband was killed today. In a helicopter accident, along with the pilot, 2 people were killed. I jumped off the sofa and jumped onto the coffee table, and I looked at him, And I said, "You have got to be kidding me." And I think that guy thought I was going to kill him. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, I just literally, in one leap, jumped off the sofa onto the coffee table. And I said, "My mother passed yesterday." He looked at me and he said, "Oh, you mean a year ago?" And I'm like, no, not a year ago, yesterday. And he's like, "Oh my gosh." And then he says, now these police officers, they know what you need to do when you go through things like that. And he said, "You need to call a friend. Do you have any friends that live around here?" And I said, "Oh yeah, my good friend lives about 2 miles away. I'll call her." Called her, got voicemail. So I turned around and I called her husband. And I said, "You need to come over to my house right now." And he's like, "Okay. Are you sure? Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "No, you need to come over right now." And so he came over, and he jumped out of his truck so fast, he didn't put it in park. And the police officer's like, "Jump back in your truck, stop your truck, put it in park." And so, of course, my friend jumped back in the truck, put it in park, came in, and we had a long conversation with the police officer and learning about the pilot and exactly, well, you don't really learn exactly what happened, but you're learning about what happened. And with that said, we had to go out to Baseball USA. That's where my son was playing. And when I got there, he was coaching first base. You see, my son's a pitcher, so they don't play all the time, and one of the things they do is coach. So he was coaching first base. And my friend's husband said, "Why don't you go out in the field and get him?" Well, let me tell you, when your kids play in high school, mom does not go out on the field and pull the kid off the field. You just don't do that. And so we waited till the inning was over. We went in the dugout, told the coach we were leaving, and pulled him out, and I had to tell my son. And I'm like, how do I do that? What am I going to say? And then he wanted to play. In the next game, he was the pitcher. And he's like, "Well, we can't leave. I got to pitch." And I'm thinking, you can't pitch. And I'm not going to sit out here. I got to get out of here. And so then he talked to the coach, and the coach encouraged us to go home, which we did. And when you get home, everything starts going nuts because you've got to make phone calls. We have friends coming over. They just come in to support my son and me. People are making, my in-laws all live here, there, and somewhere else, and they're making flight arrangements. My girlfriends are taking notes and saying, "Oh, this person's coming into Hobby. This person's coming into Intercontinental." And they made plans of who was going to go where to pick people up. Let me tell you, that's a huge, huge help. And from there, everybody finally left, and March 7th rolls around, which is a Sunday. I decided I am not getting out of bed. If I put a pillow over my head, nobody can bother me, nobody can call me, there's no more bad news. That's what I'm going to do. But guess what? That dog of mine wanted to go outside. Can you believe it? That dog. Anyway, I got up and opened the door to let the dog out. And when I looked out in the backyard, a bunch of my friends were over. They had ice chests, and they're filling them with drinks, and they're bringing in food and setting up chairs and all this stuff. And I realized I can't stay in bed with a pillow over my head. As I said at the beginning, never quit in a bad day. That was the start of a bad day, but I didn't want to quit, so I had to keep going. And what happens is there was so much chaos. People are coming in, people are going out, people are doing things, and I kind of just sat on the couch and greeted people and, listened to their support. People are bringing in food, and this one friend of mine comes over. She's a caterer. She brought this huge tray of chicken and rice, and I'm thinking, it'd be enough to feed this whole room. What am I ever going to do with that much food? Well, guess what? The next night, the baseball team came over after practice. Now, if you know anything about teenage boys, they love to eat. They love to eat. And guess what? That whole chicken casserole was gone. But I got to tell you, the baseball parents were not happy Oh my gosh, those kids came over to eat at your house at that time, and I'm like, it was good because they supported my son. They got to laugh, they got good stories in, and we had plenty of food. So it was okay. Well, the funeral was a big deal. Hundreds of people came from here, there, and somewhere else. I was exhausted. I mean, I was exhausted. But you greet people, you support them, you listen to their memories, and keep going. And then when that all got over, and finally my son and I had some time alone, he says to me, Mom, when are we going to Chicago for Grandma's funeral? Oh my gosh, I looked at him, deer in the headlights. I did not make reservations to go to Chicago to my mom's funeral. Now, who ever heard of somebody that does that? Doesn't even remember to make reservations. Now, come on. And I started to make reservations, but the price, it was spring break, there was hardly any tickets. The price was ridiculous. About that time, my phone rings. I pick up the phone, I look at it, and it's my boss. And so I answered the phone. Now, my boss is kind of a no BS guy. He's not one, hi, what's going on, this and that. He called me and said, hey, what you doing? And I said, well, you wouldn't believe what I did. And I just told him the story about the airline thing. And he said, oh, I got it. Where do you want to stay when you get there? Told him the hotel and needed a rental car. He says, I got it. Hangs up the phone. He doesn't say goodbye. That's just how he was. He says, I got it. Don't you worry about a thing. A few hours later, he called me back. He had tickets. My company traveled a lot. There were a lot of travelers, so we had free tickets. And he got me free tickets, a hotel, and a rental car, and all I had to do was pay taxes. And I was so grateful. So we flew into Chicago for my mom's funeral, and we're sitting at the funeral. And I said to my son, I feel horrible. And he looked at me and he said, Mom, you need to get it together. And I'm thinking, yep, I need to get it together. And northern Illinois in March can be very cold. And we came out of the church on the north side, and that wind hit me, and I thought I was going to pass out. That's a good thing my son is tall and can support me, or I would have just fallen down the steps. And we go outside to the service, and then we have a big thing afterwards with food. Well, it ends up I had food poisoning. And I am like, what a time to get food poisoning. Now, one of the things my family does is after you have a funeral like that, the immediate family, being my cousins, aunts and uncles, and myself, get together the next day for food. My cousin Jim was putting this together, and he wanted me to come, and I'm thinking, I am so sick, and I am so tired. I don't even feel like doing that, but knew I had to do that. I knew I had to do that. And so I went to this. Now, my cousin Jim is funny. He is funny. He can make you laugh. He could take a story and make it so funny. And we laughed for 2 hours. Laughter is good for the soul. That's all I can say. Then we came back to Houston, and I had to say, what is the new norm? What is the new norm? What are we going to do? And we had to start figuring that out. Baseball was probably our biggest relief. I had to keep my son in baseball and had to keep him in school, but he loved baseball. I love baseball. I love the people. And so we just pushed through with baseball. But we had so many questions. Why did this happen to us? What are we going to do? What's next? And I want to say, I got cards. And I don't just mean 10 cards, stacks. Stacks of cards. Many cards from people I didn't even know who they were. But you could kind of figure it out. This card is from Oregon, so it's my father-in-law. This is a Diefenbach, so it's from my dad's family. This is from Kansas. It's from my mom's family. But there was this one card. I didn't know who it was from. It had a beautiful message inside. It was so heartfelt. And I'm thinking, I don't know who that is. And it was from Uvalde. And I was like, I had to look on a map to see where that was. And I'm like, I don't know anybody from Uvalde, and I can't think who this is. So we put the cards away, and a few months later, I pulled those cards out, and as soon as I saw that card, I knew who that card was from. It was from the pilot's wife. And I was like, oh no, I didn't even send her a card. It didn't even occur to me to send her a card. Now, the good thing about sympathy cards is you have up to a year to send a sympathy card. So let me tell you, I raced out, I got a sympathy card, wrote her a very heartfelt note, and sent it. But I just didn't even know who that card was from. And I had to go through the next few months, never quit on a bad day, and you have to have a purpose in your life. My purpose in life at that time was to get my son through high school and get some baseball scholarships for college. I had a purpose. I knew what I was doing and how we were going to move forward. Well, I go back to work. And then a few months go by. It was August. And I got laid off. I was like, are you kidding me? 3 things all in 1 year. I got laid off. Now, how did this happen? Now, you might be asking, did I know I was going to get laid off? No, I did not. But I also can say, and I didn't know it at the time, but as I thought about it, I was sick and tired of corporate America. I loved how I got paid. I loved the people I worked with, but they controlled your life. They just controlled my life, when I traveled, what hours I worked, what was going on. A lot of good things. I could sit here and brag all day about all the good things, but a lot of things that just didn't work for me anymore. So I decided to take 4 months off and think. I just needed to think. What should I do? What's my purpose? How can I better serve? Because I knew my life's purpose is to make a positive difference in the lives of others. So how can I do that? And I thought, and I thought, and I thought. But I couldn't come up with anything. You know, everybody goes back, you do the same old thing because that's all you know. And I said, I got to do something different. And about that time, a friend of mine reached out to me, and she said, hey, it was January. She said, do you want to go to a networking event? I came out of corporate America. I don't know what a networking event is. What are you going to do when you get there? And she said, well, there'll be a speaker, and you'll get to meet people. And I'm thinking, oh, well, what am I going to talk to these people about? I don't know. And it kind of leads me to what our favorite, or maybe one of my favorite people say, Richard Branson, when you see an opportunity, go for it and figure it out later. And so that's what I did. I did some research, and basically what the research said is when you go to a networking event, be the person that shows up interested, not interesting. I could do that because it said ask good questions and get to know them. And I'm like, I could do that. I could get to know people and what they want and just learn some things about that. And so that's what I did. I went and I had great questions, or I had good questions to ask, and started asking questions. And I met all these entrepreneurs doing things that I'm like, oh, maybe there's an opportunity for me. And this one lady talked to me, and she talked to me about a gratitude movement. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. I'm all into gratitude. And then she said, you could make money with this. And I'm like, what? You could make money with gratitude? I'm in. I don't know how to do this, but as Richard Branson said, if you don't know how to do it and it's a great opportunity, figure it out. And that's exactly what I did. And so I jumped into the gratitude movement. I've gone on, and I am in the top 30 income earners, but that's not what really is important to me. What's important to me is it's all about helping others. I love new people that come on my team and they get their first check and they call me, oh my God, I got paid. Or helping that person that's sick and tired and burnt out in corporate America be able to leave. Or that person that just wants a little extra money. I get to help them and do that. And it's so exciting. But when you start a new business, you don't make very much money at the beginning. Or let me say, at least I didn't. Worked for practically nothing. So I was really, in my mind, looking for something else. And as I'm looking for something else, one day I was in a high-rise over by the Galleria, and I was in the cafeteria. And I ran in, and I said to the guy in front of me on the line, which is better, chicken or the meatloaf? And he said, oh, I think you should order meatloaf. So I ordered meatloaf, and we talked as we went through the line. And when we checked out, he said, hey, would you like to have lunch with me? And I thought about it for a split second, and I thought, I'm in a company cafeteria. Of course, that could be okay. So we sat down and had lunch. Now, what I would say about this lunch was it was a sparring lunch. His background and education was very similar to mine. He used tools to drive process improvement just like I did, but my background is healthcare. His background is oil and gas. We're very different in that way. And the lunch went something like this. I'd talk about a problem I had solved and the tools, and he would ask questions, and then he'd talk about a problem. And this is what we did. How would you do different? And it went back and forth like that. It was a very high energy lunch. Now at the time, I really had no idea who this guy was. Just somebody I met in the lunch line. Chicken or meatloaf? Do you want chicken or meatloaf? Pretty simple, right? So he said to me at the end, he said, hey, you're tough. I looked at him and I thought, I wonder what he means. Does he mean I'm tough like a steak, you chew it up and you want to spit it out? Or does he think I'm tough mentally and I can stand up? He said, I really like you. And I would like for you to interview for a job on my team. But he said, it's going to be very tough. Your background is healthcare. This is oil and gas. And I'm like, I guess I'll do that. I'll interview for the job. Well, let me tell you, it was one of the toughest interviews I've ever gone through, and I didn't get the job. But what this guy did is brought me in as the consultant. And I got to work in consulting. And I got the perfect consulting for me because I was looking for short-term gigs where you worked for a week or 3 days. And through this guy, he introduced me to other oil and gas executives. And then I got to work in their company just doing short-term gigs. Through him, I've made a lot of money. I've made a lot of connections. I also have healthcare connections, and I worked in the healthcare arena and have built a consulting firm and taken it to the next level. Now, what I would tell you about this meatloaf or chicken, I had no idea who this guy was. If I had known he made several $1 million a year plus stock options, I would have been petrified to talk to him. But with that said, I didn't know, so I was able to be myself. What I would tell you with him is it's the art of asking good questions. And so to wrap this up, what I would like to say to you is don't quit on a bad day. We all have bad days and we want to quit, but don't quit. Number 2, know your purpose. Your purpose is going to carry you forward. You know, for me, my purpose was to get my son through high school and get a baseball scholarship, which we did. And then my purpose was to get him through college, which we did. And now my life purpose is to make a positive difference in the lives of others and to lift people up. It's really up to you to have a purpose too. With no purpose, you're dying. And the third thing I want to leave you with is be interested, not interesting. So when you meet people, it's not about, oh, I went through this and I did that and I did this and woe is me, or I'm so good, I've done all these good things. Be interested in what they do and ask great questions. I want to thank you all for being an amazing audience, and let's just go out and change the world and make it a better place. Thank you.
Willie, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful story. Thank you for being so brave and bold and turning such a deep, dark time in your life into something so beautiful. So I'm really, really grateful for you just standing up here and being willing to share all of that with us and to also teach us the things that you learned along the way and the way that you were able to persevere through all of that. So I honor you and I thank you very much for that. All right, you guys have to come back and join us next month, with Monique Carlisle. She is going to be speaking to us, and you can scan that QR code. It'll take you straight to the Facebook event, and all you have to do is click going. We're real chill around here. So just click going, and then make sure you put it on your calendar, put it repeating on your calendar for the second Friday of every single month. Please come back and bring a friend. You all are always welcome here. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Have a good one.